24 hours before the scheduled demolition of the Connor Hotel, the building collapsed prematurely, trapping 3 men inside. It occurred at 9:15 in the morning on Saturday, November 11, 1978. For 6 days, the nation's attention was focused on Joplin as hundreds of rescue workers searched around the clock to locate the missing workers. Thanks to Bill Hunt, Creative Services Director of KGCS-TV at Missouri Southern State University, we were able to preserve some of the footage that KODE-TV in Joplin shot during those 6 days in November 1978.
So the rescue effort here at the Connor continues under some of the worst weather conditions possible, in hopes of another miracle or two. Dave Kester reporting for Eyewitness News.
Rescue crews and volunteers converged on the Connor disaster scene almost immediately. Heavy equipment operators from local construction firms cleared debris away. The Missouri National Guard brought in large dump trucks to haul it away. Nearly every fire department surrounding Joplin sent men to help dig in the rubble. The Empire District Electric Company installed floodlights so that rescue operations could continue around the clock. The Red Cross, the Joplin chapter of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, and the Salvation Army provided food and drink to the hundreds of volunteers. Hundreds more people stood behind barricades at 4th and Main, waiting and praying for some sign of life. Others were glued to their radios and TVs, hoping for some good news. A coal mining company from Pennsylvania flew in a special listening device used in mining disasters. The clearing away of debris was halted as the sound wave detector was put into place. It was capable of hearing a human heartbeat, but there was only silence. A man in the St. Louis suburb of Florissant had been following the national news coverage all weekend. Raymond Garner, head of the law enforcement K-9 Search and Rescue, called the Joplin Police Department and offered his services. The JPD verified his credentials with the Missouri Highway Patrol before inviting him to come. Garner and his 6-year-old German Shepherd, named Sir Joel, flew to Joplin and began digging in the rubble around 7:30 p.m. Monday, 58 hours into the rescue effort. Sir Joel, imported from Germany at the age of 6 months, had been used for a variety of jobs ranging from detecting illegal drugs to finding escaped prisoners. The K-9 sniffed around for several hours, finding some positive information, according to Garner, just before midnight.
Mr. Garner, you said that Sir Joel has received a lot of police training. What is his training involved?
Well, his training involved, of course, use of the nose. He is a German import, and the particular kennel that he's used or bred from in Germany is bred for the nose, and specifically in locating the human scent and also narcotics.
What kind of success has he had previously?
Had real good success, and we're real proud of him.
You just took the dog over the area a few minutes ago. Is he having any luck?
Well, he's doing a lot of indicating that in one particular area. He likes that particular area for some reason. Of course, the professionals in the digging apparatus and so forth are over there now and trying to get deeper voids or find other voids or something where we can go in and explore it further. He was just in there about 30 feet in and was doing a lot of digging. So, all I can say right now is that, that there's something in the area that would be omitting the aroma of a human.
As Monday turned into Tuesday, many of the volunteers began to doubt that anyone could still be alive. It had been 3 full days since the collapse. Would there even be any air left for someone to breathe? The fact that several live pigeons had been found in air pockets brought some encouragement. Whenever rescue workers found an air pocket, they would holler, "Hey!" down into it, but would hear only an echo in response. Garner and Sir Joel resumed their search on Tuesday morning. The dogs seemed interested in one particular area, sniffing at it and then pawing at it. The crew intensified their search in the general vicinity. When Harold Snyder, General Superintendent of Snyder Brothers Construction, found another air pocket and shouted, "Hey!" he was startled to hear someone shout, "Hey!" back. Alfred Summers had been found in the northeast section of the basement. A cheer arose. He had been buried alive for 77 hours. A crowd of about 200 that included Missouri Lieutenant Governor William Phelps applauded and cheered as Summers was carried out at 7:34 p.m. Tuesday evening, 82 and a half hours after the Saturday morning collapse. An ambulance took him to St. John's Medical Center, where he was listed in satisfactory condition with 3 broken ribs and a fractured pelvis.
Colonel Harris, you found some workers' equipment today. Does that give you any type of clue to where the other workers are?
Actually, all we did was go back into the hole where we extracted the man last night, picked up his equipment that was in the hole in order to keep it from confusing the dog later on, possibly some workers later on that might find that and mistake it for somebody else's. So all we did was just simply cleaned up the hole, so to speak.
So you have no further clue to where the other 2 workers are buried?
Actually, the only clue we have is the information that was given by the eyewitness people before the building collapsed, and then Mr. Summers last night had an idea of where they were also, and that's the best information that we have.
Alfred Summers had been rescued, but the other 2 missing men were not as fortunate. The bodies of Frederick Coe III and Thomas Oakes were found in the hotel rubble on Thursday morning. Hundreds of people still remember where they were when the Connor Hotel collapsed on November 11, 1978. Until the 2011 Joplin tornado, it was the single most defining moment in the city's history.